Damian, so there are people in town who say, if I can't get you a loan modification, I will short sell your home. Well, loan modification is a bunch of work, isn't it? And short sale's next to nothing.
Well, it's a very similar job, a loan modification and a short sale. If you actually achieve the short sale, you've negotiated a six-figure debt. But the salesmanship in that is that convincing the homeowner that you did a loan modification application without having any receipts that you actually sent people information or went back and forth or documented violations to the state laws or foreclosure mediation program rules or federal guidelines, and then you get them into a sale of their home, which is a much higher paycheck, and then, you know, the key piece of paperwork there is if the deficiency is forgiven, and a lot of people will use the term short sale prior to getting that deficiency waiver, so they had a sale.
What is happening with modifications that are actually being done right now?
You know, I do see you know, a percentage of the a lot of the work we do is in foreclosure mediation. So you go into a mediation, sometimes what they call is a lack of authority. A bank does not have the authority to do the deal, and it's because their loan documents are not correct. And again, we have copies of bad loan documents on our website and videos that identify some things that could be wrong with loan documents. But the bank doesn't just give that up. You have to identify it. But let's say that there is a good percentage of the time, say at least a quarter of the time, that they don't have the authority to do a loan modification, so they're not going to. Now, for somebody who's unfortunate and doesn't recognize that the bank doesn't have the authority, they're just getting the no answer. Well, they're going to leave the mediation and say, I guess I got to sell my house or I'm going to foreclose. But the reality is that should be a lender sanction. The bank needs to have authority in the state of Nevada to go into a foreclosure, and the responsibility is on the homeowner a bit to identify it.
I think the key point, one of the key points you brought up there is that if the deficiency isn't waived and you go through all this, then you're still in the same boat in essence.
Well, you're not in the same boat because you've lost a bit of your appeal to service providers. They've made the money off you, and now you're stuck essentially needing a bankruptcy if the bank does come after you. If the bank does come after you, you still have the opportunity to negotiate that deficiency. Let's say you were upside down $150,000. They know the logical step for you is filing bankruptcy. In the event it were one of my clients, and it has not been one of my clients, but I would throw an offer out there and say, hey, listen, I can file bankruptcy for this price. It will have this effect on my life. What do you say I give you this number and we're both happy?